Yo, what is up guys, the Mills back with a brand new video, and we're back on some more Call of Duty World War II. I honestly have no idea what it is, but recently I have just been unable to play this game, or just any game for that matter. It's like I lost all hand-eye coordination in my fucking body. I think I know what the reason is, and I don't want to make this sound like it's an excuse, but I think I need a new pair of control freaks, because recently the rubber on my control freaks is actually ripped off, because I've had these pair for like, I don't know how long, probably like almost 2 years. I'm not even going to complain and say that control freaks are a bad product. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I find control freaks to be an amazing product. Control freaks, if you're somehow watching this, please can you give me a sponsor? I would love to be sponsored by control freaks. I think they're a fucking amazing product. But I think naturally, if you're pushing down on a rubber stick for years, there's going to be a little bit of wear and tear. So I don't blame control freaks whatsoever. You know, eventually products just break. That's just how it is. So I'm going to need a new pair soon, because I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel the same. It feels very, very weird. It's very hard to snipe, very hard to play Fortnite as well. I've noticed that I just haven't been able to hit as many clips recently, which is kind of a problem because I like to hit Call of Duty clips. Whatever, I'll probably just get used to this, and then when I buy control freaks, I'll have to get used to that again. Speaking of clips, I know that I've been saying this for a very, very long time, but I really need to get off my ass and start editing a montage. I think I actually have enough clips to make a montage, so after this video is done, probably tomorrow I'll start editing that, and I'll finally get a montage out for you guys, just a little mini-tage. I've been saying this for God knows how long, and I haven't even gotten started, so I'd like to apologize. But that's not why you clicked on this video. You probably clicked on this video because it's titled something along the lines of who is the best Call of Duty sniper in history, and I think I kind of already put the answer in the title as like a little joke, but I want to discuss that in today's video, not just simply by telling you who I think is the greatest of all time when it comes to sniping and hitting clips on Call of Duty, but I want to have a little bit of discussion around it as to why I think that this person is the best Call of Duty sniper in history. I want to also compare him to other people who I personally thought were the greatest in history before. Not to say that those people aren't good, I'm just saying that this person who I'm about to talk about is definitely better, in my personal opinion. Of course, you don't have to agree, but it's my opinion. I'm gonna shove it down your throat, you dirty little slut. But anyway, you've already seen it by the title, who I think is the best Call of Duty sniper of all time in the entire history of Call of Duty sniping. I think it's FaZe Testy. I made a tweet about this a few months ago as well. I personally feel that Testy is the new iReeps. I think that Testy has actually overtaken iReeps when it comes to sniping dexterity. I feel like this guy is completely fucking nuts, to the point where I think he is the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time, hands down. He has hit some of the most ridiculous clips in the entire time that he's been sniping, and I have no doubt that he has hit some of the greatest Call of Duty clips ever. I personally think that there are only two people in history who actually come close to Testy, and those two people are, one, Pamaj when he was in his prime, and iReeps also when he was in his prime. Actually, he or she, because we don't know who the person is, which by the way I think is completely fucking badass. The supposed best sniper in Call of Duty history, I definitely still count iReeps. I still think iReeps is second place when it comes to Call of Duty sniping, but let's stay on topic here. The two people that I personally think come close to Testy are iReeps and Pamaj when they were both in their prime. Let's start off with Pamaj. Pamaj was absolutely fucking insane when he was in his prime. I would say during his Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 days, nobody could match Pamaj. He was completely fucking unreal. He hit some of the craziest clips that anybody had ever seen. This isn't to say that Pamaj isn't good at sniping anymore. He is still very, very good. If you watch his videos on Call of Duty World War II, the guy still hits really insane clips to this day, but I do think that he's slowed down over the past few years, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Everybody slows down at some point. He's still really fucking good. He's just not as good as he once was. Now let's talk about iReeps, who by a lot of people is considered the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time. And even after this video, a lot of people are still going to say that he is better than Testy, which I completely understand. I have my own reasons why I think Testy is better, so just hear me out. Before I get into those reasons, I just want to put out there that when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 sniping by itself, I still feel like iReeps is completely unmatched. Nobody is better than iReeps when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 sniping. I'm gonna roll some clips up across the screen. Tell me if these aren't just completely fucking insane. So I'll say it one more time. When it comes to Modern Warfare 2 sniping on its own, iReaps is still the best. Nobody comes close to iReaps. I personally don't feel like anybody will ever come close to iReaps when it comes to Modern Warfare 2 sniping. Even Pamaj, who I mentioned in this video, is one of the best of all time. When it comes to Modern Warfare 2, he still didn't even come close to iReaps. iReaps is just absolutely insane. The best Call of Duty clips in history when it comes to Modern Warfare 2. But just understand that I'm not judging people based off, I just could have almost hit a fucking quad! Why do I get so unlucky? But as I was saying, just understand that I'm not judging my thoughts based off of just one specific game. I'm judging them off of the entire life cycle of this person's relevancy. And that's what I want to talk about in this video, and why personally I feel like this is Testy's biggest strong suit when it comes to Call of Duty sniping, and that is consistency. This guy hits some of the craziest clips ever, but not just on one game, on every single Call of Duty. Ever since Testy blew up, he has not slowed down whatsoever. Each and every single Call of Duty year, he gets better and better when it comes to playing Call of Duty. He does not slow down whatsoever. He is consistent. He always hits banger clips, and he never stops. While Pamaj did have the consistency to hit really good clips, he didn't hit clips as good as Testy. And while iReaps hit some of the craziest Call of Duty clips of all time, he or she did not have the consistency. iReaps hit some of the craziest Call of Duty clips of all time, but they don't upload montages very often, and they don't hit the clips very often. The reason why I think FaZe Testy is the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time is because he has the best of both worlds. He has the consistency and hits some of the greatest Call of Duty clips of all time. Let me just name two clips that specifically stand out to me from the top of my head. A quad Kala on Black Ops 3 on old gen. And this clip that I'm about to mention right now, I'm gonna run it up across the screen. I don't even know how to commentate this clip. I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't summarize it in one easy sentence. So I'm just gonna basically explain it to the best of my abilities as to what the fuck this clip is. It's basically a 6 on screen with the PO6 on Black Ops 3 with a 5 on screen headshot in it with a no scope all pro ender. Like, how the fuck can you explain that? That is one of the craziest Call of Duty clips in history. For me personally, it's probably in my top 10, if not top 5 clips of all time. I know for a fact that Testy does not own the greatest Call of Duty sniper clip of all time, but he does for a fact hit some of the greatest Call of Duty clips of all time consistently. He doesn't slow down. When he joined FaZe, he didn't stop sniping. He kept grinding, and he still does to this day to hit the best clips that he can possibly hit. And I know for a fact he is not going to stop anytime soon. This guy loves Call of Duty too much. He's way too good at the game. This guy is going to stay consistent for years on end. People thought it was impossible to join FaZe off of sniping clips anymore, and he proved everybody wrong. He grinded for years on end when everybody else believed that what he wanted to do was impossible, and he proved everybody wrong. He grinded for so long. He grinded Black Ops 2 for years on end. He grinded Black Ops 3, and he still does for years on end. He grinded through Infinite Warfare, through Modern Warfare Remastered, and is still grinding through Call of Duty World War II, and has hit some of the greatest clips that we have seen on this game. How much better does it get when it comes to a Call of Duty sniper? Someone who has been sniping for so many years, who when they join FaZe does not quit and continues to grind, is extremely consistent in hitting clips regularly, and hits some of the greatest Call of Duty clips in history. I seriously don't see it getting any much better when it comes to Testy. I feel like he will go down in history as the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time, unless iReaps comes back with more consistency, but I don't really see that happening. That's pretty much all my reasons for why I think FaZe Testy is the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time. Now, of course, you don't have to agree with me. You can obviously debate about this in the comment section below, which, by the way, leave it in the comment section below who you think is also a prime candidate for being one of the greatest Call of Duty snipers of all time. Let's start a discussion. Let me see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Another person who I saw so much potential in for being the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time was FaZe Ruler, but unfortunately FaZe Ruler quit. As soon as he joined FaZe, he started to slow down, which is really unfortunate because Ruler hit some of the greatest Call of Duty clips of all time and also had the consistency, but it's a shame that that person has actually quit. He hit some really insane clips, not to the point of iReaps or Testy, but he could have also been one of the greatest Call of Duty snipers of all time. He probably could have been the best sniper of all time if he didn't quit. I didn't want to mention him too much in this video, but he's also another candidate that I could have put down on this list. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, and before I end it off, I just want to say FaZe Testy, if you're watching this video, because I have a feeling that you're going to stumble across this because I put your @ in the title. If you do manage to watch this, I just want to say congratulations on everything you have achieved. In my books, you are the greatest Call of Duty sniper of all time, and thank you so much for watching the video, man. I appreciate it so much. And to everybody else who watched the video, thank you so much. But that's all I had to talk about. I'm gonna end this video off here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'll have my last one in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.